The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather round the pit with your hosts, Johnny Maggs and Greg the Barbecue Broker DiGiorgio. Let's talk barbecue.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by the barbecue broker. I'm going to light your beard on fire.
Do it.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up, my G?
Nothing. What's happening?
That was lame. But yeah, what's up?
Nothing.
How you doing?
Fine.
What are we doing? How's your week? It's raining out right now, but it's been okay, and we had some cool cotton candy sky clouds in the past week, a couple rainbows. How about you? What's going on?
Nothing.
Cooking anything exciting? Do anything exciting?
Nope.
Miserable prick.
Thank you.
Right, Chrissy?
No, I don't
Miserable
agree with
prick.
that. He's not miserable.
See a beautiful picture of him and his wife online.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She's smiling.
Yeah.
Mean mugging.
Why you
That
mean
wasn't
by
me
that?
mugging. That was my smile.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there trying to get the phone out far enough because my big fucking head.
Yeah.
And his sausage fingers
My
Yeah.
sausage
trying
fingers,
to
your sausage
his
fingers trying to
fucking-
touch the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
the last thing on my mind is trying to.
So basically, you
Smile
almost pulled a
more.
hamstring taking a gut.
There you
Do
go.
we have a meeting passcode? No.
It's all in the email.
You should just click the link
Click
and
it.
it comes right in.
Log it in.
Okay.
If there is, it'll be attached to the PDF. There will be a passcode.
Hashtag live issues. You know,
Yeah.
that's what happens when you go live.
We're trying
Sometimes
to
the
get our
guest,
guest in.
they remember like Maxie couldn't. He was on, but we couldn't get his audio working.
Yeah.
And sometimes these things happen over here. That's all I'm saying. So I did a brewery on Saturday. We could talk about that for a minute if you want.
As in, you went to one or you worked?
No, we worked one.
Nice.
So there's no room to bring the smoker or the pop-up tent or any of that stuff you see in my Instagram pictures. So it was just like, hey, we have a kitchen. You can work right out of it.
Yep.
We got a window. The bartender or the waitress will take the order. We put little QR codes. When whoever sat on a table, the waitress would take a QR code that my wife put together with a little plastic stand, She'd put on there, and they're like, bloop, bloop. Like, oh, you'll take the pulled pork with mac and cheese, boom. And then the waitress will, or the bartender will come over and then put it on, order up, put it on the window.
Nice.
I got everything in sternos, ready to go. Boom, 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 out the window. Then my buddy Jay takes it over with a big cookie sheet thing with the square terminal, tap, swipe, chip, whatever you want.
Perfect.
Yep.
Nice.
And then that's it. So it was fun. It's at the Granite Coast Brewing Company in Peabody. Peabody. Yeah, Peabody. And it was fun. We'll probably go back there at some point. It's a great place to, that type of setup for what I do
Right.
is perfect for the winter, right? Because you don't need to worry about the elements to serve in.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to worry about the elements
What up, Kyle?
to smoke
Hi,
in,
C-Mac.
People
say
C-Mac,
hi to people say
Thomas.
hi to me now.
What's
I gotta,
up, guys?
The Sober Mesa Brulee Lancero.
We were gonna get to it.
Well, we were. You guys
They're
are so
really
impatient.
jumping
Let's-
the
Cigars are
gun.
very important. Ken Smith, what's up, brother?
Why is everyone going to C-Max parties and not yours? Because
Sure, why?
C-Max using Uncle Steve's shake, which means one thing.
You better get you some.
Uncle Steve's shake is handmade, uses only the finest ingredients, and comes in 12 amazing flavors? There's now 13, including the new
12.
Lucky Shake.
12. Lucky
That's 12
Shake
with
is
the Lucky
number
Shake. If you could eat it,
Lucky
Uncle
Shake.
Steve has a shake for it. And if you have any shake questions, Uncle Steve has fantastic customer service. And they'll answer all your shake needs. It's time to take your backyard and your competition game to that next level with Uncle Steve's Shake. Shake some on everything.
Everything.
Everything. This episode also brought to you by
Two Guys Smoke Shop and twoguyscigars.com. Whether we are barbecuing or not, we always keep the smoke rolling thanks to our friends at twoguyscigars.com. Today we are smoking the
Sober
Let's go, John.
Mesa
Sober Mesa
Brulee.
brulee from Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust.
Yes.
Our good friend Steve Saka.
Tastes like
Yep.
a creme brulee, actually.
It has a nice sweetness on the tip.
I love
Yep.
it.
It was
the sweet
nice.
tip.
So, thanks to our friends at twoguyscigars.com, we get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit twoguyscigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2, guyscigars.com.
You like stare at me like I don't need the teleprompter, and you stare at me like, why are you looking at me? Why are you trying to prove to me that you know the words? I know you know the words.
In your beauty.
I know you know the words. This episode also brought to you by
Keep it going.
Backline Smokers out of Austin, Texas. Let's go, Mr. Ryan Newland. Backline Fabrication, Backline Smokers. Fabricating every square inch of every build himself. Not one pit looks the same. If you're looking for a one-off custom pit, live fire device, the multi-tool, half plancha. Well, not half, but half plancha, half grill, and the ability to hang meat. You got to check out Ryan Newland. No two pits look the same coming off this guy's lot. Ryan Newland, Backline Fabrication, Austin, Texas. Hit him up. You will not be disappointed. BacklineFabrication.com. Boom. Possibilities are endless.
Dutch, what's up? Randy, what's happening? Gray.
Hey, Dutchie. So that's it. So
bottom line, what you were edging on earlier, it was my birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
They
by the way,
made
yesterday.
another year.
How old are you now? 53, is it?
63.
You old prick.
Something like that. 43. Made another year, another miracle.
That's all you are is 40? I got 3 solid years on you?
Oh, yeah, you're an old man.
Wow.
I'm getting you a walker next year.
46 just in August, so, I mean,
You don't look like a day over 84.
that's from all the Avalon days and clubbing.
Oh, God.
The glow sticks and shit.
But yeah, hung out with the wife, missus, and the kids, and my dad came up, and
Yep.
the kids wanted to go to that Dave and Buster's place.
That Dave and Buster's place.
So,
I
you
know it very well.
Went there and played a couple games, had a nice cocktail.
Yep. Some
Then,
family time.
Then shot up to Meredith to the Hots Turkey Farm.
Oh, I saw
for
that.
dinner.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
So did you eat turkey? Or was it just...
Every Hots Turkey Farm, where every day is Thanksgiving.
It is, right? That's
Every-
just every day.
everything-
It's just
everything turkey.
Is there any steak on the menu or
Yes.
fish or anything? You can
Fish,
do
steak,
that.
they have everything.
But the highlight's the turkey.
The
Like
turkey.
you go there for
How-
Thanksgiving dinner in July.
Holly got the turkey palm.
Oh, they have that?
Incredible.
Oh my God!
Claudia got a turkey leg. All turkey legs are a minimum off of a 35-pound or bigger bird.
Jeez.
So this turkey leg was literally like a forearm. It was
That's
crazy.
wicked.
But yeah,
My
delicious.
God. Wow.
But delicious. But first, a slightly somber, not slightly, it is a very somber note. We lost a good friend of the barbecue community this past week. Scott Osier from BC Seasonings and Rubs.
Yeah.
Big contributor in the Texas barbecue chapter. All our brothers down there.
Definitely. Yeah.
Gone too soon. If everybody can keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers
Absolutely.
through this. That was some sad news to get.
Yeah.
So, rest in peace, brother.
Absolutely.
You're missed already, pal.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But that's sad.
Too soon.
Sad
Too
stuff.
soon.
Yeah, it is. It is. So
Yeah.
prayers and thoughts to our brothers in Texas and their families, for sure.
Absolutely. So today, you want to say it?
No,
Come on.
it's your thing.
But you love it so much.
Let's get down to the brass tacks.
See, he loves it.
Chrissy's
He
like,
says it so
okay.
mean. He says it so mean.
It was because my ears stopped bleeding like
Let's
2
get
minutes
down
in.
to the brass
And
tacks.
she's stuffing her face with ice
Animated
What are you
ice
eating
cream.
over there
Ice
right
cream.
now? Where's that microphone ball so I can throw the ball out to some of our
Studio
listeners
audience?
out there, some of the audience.
So we are continuing on our finishing up on our
coverage.
coverage
Yeah, we're
of this
wrapping it
year's
up.
American Royal.
Yes,
Heck yeah.
yes.
I had reached out to our good friend Emily, and
Who I missed, by the way, because
you
I
were
think I was on
on
vacation
vacation in
that time.
Aruba.
Yep.
And she is on a leave of absence right now.
Okay.
But she left us in the good hands of one Kim Palmer of the American Royal. Kim, how are you?
Hi, Kim.
You for joining us today.
Hey guys. Yeah, Emily sends her best. Emily is a new mom.
Oh, okay.
Within the past
Congratulations.
24 hours,
Wow.
we've got baby June, so a future pit master.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
time. What was the birth date?
Yesterday, I think.
Yes!
Johnny's birthday.
The last email we had, she was telling me she was going on maternity, and I kind of put it in joke. I go, hey, not for nothing, October 4th is a very good day.
Hey.
October 4th is my birthday.
This guy.
So I got another birthday buddy.
I have to say that I wasn't in the delivery room, but we did get the picture today, like this morning. So I'm assuming it happened yesterday. I don't want to get your hopes up.
So it's 99%.
Hey, close enough.
That's fine. So I'll take the odds.
Yep.
Close enough.
That's good. That's good. Good stuff.
Nice. So, Emily, obviously, you work... Emily, sorry. Kim, my apologies.
Come on, John. Let's do this.
You work with Emily
I do.
at the American Royal. What is your title?
I am the chief marketing officer for the American Royal. And so actually when I started my career here, I organized and I managed the barbecue for 3 years. So I would have been the event manager in 13, 14, and 15 before I kind of changed roles here. So I've got quite a history at the American Royal, and where we do a handful of events, my heart is always in barbecue.
Awesome. See, there you go.
Yep. That's this is amazing. It seems like such a fun job, doesn't it? Like where is the American Royal office? Like where are you right now?
Yeah, so we are in the West Bottoms in Kansas City, right by where the original stockyards are.
Okay.
And this is where we had our contest for about the first 36 years until we outgrew this area. And so our offices are still down here. We're actually moving cattle into the building tomorrow. We've got one of the nation's largest livestock shows that starts tomorrow. So we will be bringing different species of animals through the building the entire month of October.
Wow, I didn't know you guys did that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're actually a not-for-profit, and the barbecue is our largest fundraiser. So what we do on our real jobs is we host one of the nation's largest livestock shows. We do rodeos, both for pro and youth, and we do equestrian shows with the mission of teaching kids about agriculture and supporting ag education.
No kidding. Wow,
I
so
always like to
barbecue is
say-
just one sector, one piece
Yeah.
of what the American Royale is. That's just one. Barbecue is just one little. It's like how much?
is.
What percentage would you say of that is for what you guys do there? What percent is barbecue?
From the percentage of our time, it's probably about 20%. But again, it's our largest fundraiser. So I like to say we grow them and then we smoke them.
Yeah.
And so we have both ends of the ag spectrum here at the American Royal.
Wow, that's pretty damn cool.
Absolutely.
Holy moly!
Not too bad. We actually are able to impact over, 20,000 kids every year with our educational programming. So every time you come to the barbecue and support us in that way, we turn that around and turn it into scholarships and other educational resources for kids that might not know about agriculture.
No kidding. Wow. So how did you get your start in this field? What did you do before
Yeah,
this?
so
Like, what
I
led up to
applied
this?
for the job. I applied for the job, and funny enough, they asked me if I'd ever been to the barbecue, and I lied. And I said, yeah, I come all the time. And I had never been until the very first one that I planned. So it was a little bit
Fake it till you make it, Fake it till you make it.
I absolutely did. And they've kept me around for like 8 years. So I'm not complaining. And after about after I did one under my belt, I told them I lied and they didn't fire me.
Oh, well, there you go. You have
Yay.
to clear the air. Karma's a bitch. You just got to clear it up. So that's good.
So did
They
you guys
kept you around.
come to the American Royal this year?
We didn't. We had a bunch of guys down cooking.
Yeah, buddies of ours from Texas.
So yeah, I was constant. It was the most I've been on my phone I think in a long time between the YouTube lives, the Facebook lives, the Instagram stories.
Awesome.
The regular phone calls, the FaceTimes, and everything. It was, I might as well have been there, but,
Well, we had a lot going on, and it was a great weekend for barbecue, and just so great to have everybody back together again after, a year and a half of hit and miss. It was so great to have a big family reunion and see people that we hadn't seen since
Pre-COVID.
2019.
Yeah.
yeah.
COVID messed it all up. We're getting through it, though. We're pushing through.
There's always next year, guys. There's always next year.
That would be an amazing trip.
Mm-hmm.
There's been talks. There has been talks.
Hey, we would show you a good time. Let me just tell you that.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
leave the American Royal very full and very happy.
We're all the way. How long of a ride is it here from Boston?
24 hours. 23 and a half.
Woo!
23 and a half from here to the Kansas Speedway.
All right.
Because that's
That's
where
a long way.
that's
That's a
where the
long
actual
drive.
event is held.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to sleep along the way, maybe, or take turns or something. Switch. We have to switch.
Sleep?
I gotta tow the smoker all the way down there.
Sleep.
Over there, across
Sleep.
there. That's far.
Hey, that's part of the journey, guys. I believe in you.
We're gonna get an RV.
No,
Gonna take
we don't
Kevin's
need an
RV.
No, we don't need an RV.
What do you mean? They're gonna band pitch and no tents.
Okay, then you're not going with me. I'm doing it the old
You
school.
can go pitch your tent. You'll
Fine,
be there.
I will. And I'm going to win the damn thing, too.
I'm gonna go with my RV and
Take that.
You're gonna prep in your tent while I'm prepping in
Bold
my RV.
statement.
And it's bold. There's like 400 teams.
470 in the open,
Yeah.
184, I believe, in the invitational.
Ooh,
Well, I'm
someone
gonna-
did their homework.
Hey, I
I'm-
told you I was on my phone all the time.
I'm gonna make that invitational next year.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna be doing more KCBSs next year.
Okay.
How about that?
That's fantastic.
What's,
This
your,
ain't about
what's
you.
your best protein?
Whew. Well, okay, so we did one KCBS this year. We got our asses handed to us. Brisket came in last. We presented
Okay.
it probably wrong. I didn't use a Wagyu. We didn't use a Wagyu. Probably should have had the smoke ring on top and not have the decal in there, yada, yada, yada. We came in like 27th out of 30. But we didn't come in last, okay?
That's right.
And chicken, we came in 22, ribs 21, and 13 in pork.
Nice.
And 13
You
in
know-
the steak comp out of like
What-
25 teams.
What some competition cooks do too is they take, if you're going to cook a KCBS class, they take the certified barbecue judging class. And sometimes that gives them kind of that behind the scenes of what the judges are taught
Yes.
to look for.
Yep. Heard
We
that
always
already.
host a couple a year, but it might do you some good and improve your numbers.
Yeah, I've been talking about trying to get certified to be a certified judge just to know kind of like what the flavor, exactly what they're trained to look for. Trying to still wrap my head around the whole cooking for the judges thing versus myself. That's a hard thing to do. I didn't love the way I didn't like the way the pork tasted.
Greg is a free
know?
spirit, everybody.
Yeah,
he
you
just
know.
kind of
I didn't
He
love the way
marches
the
to the beat of his
competition
own drum.
so salty, and I just obviously you wouldn't cook like that. They're going for one bite, the whole thing. But I didn't love the way any of it really tasted. To be honest with you, but we didn't come in last, which was good. We took second place on a local comp here in ribs. First place in a local comp here recently. First place ribs out of 20 teams.
That's great.
Non-sanctioned, but some great local cooks from our New England Pitmaster group that we run with a bunch of other guys. But geez, man, that'd be so amazing.
KCBS certifies us, but even to get in the invitational, you just have to win something from one of the approved sanctioning bodies. So it doesn't have to be a KCBS sanctioned contest. It can be IBCA, it can be Lone Star, it can be Pacific Northwest. So you can check out the list of our different sanctioning bodies, and maybe you could get an invite through one of them.
New England Barbecue Society, one of them?
New England?
Yeah, NEBS, New England Barbecue.
They're in through KCBS.
They're in through KCBS. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, that's the next stage, I think, in both of ours, in both of our barbecue worlds. Try that out more next year.
So we start out on Saturday evening with the results of the Invitational, and Triple H Barbecue takes the grand champion. fantastic. The coverage you guys had for the awards was absolutely tremendous.
You
It
know,
was
Saturday night of the barbecue is my favorite award ceremony because the sun is going down. We've got a DJ. We've got great music. It's cooled off outside. The kids are up there and they're getting their awards. And it's just such a great feel. And I feel that we really kind of hit the bullseye when it comes to honoring those teams. So, you know, we're calling out top 20, top 25. We're celebrating every single one of them. It's not a quick award ceremony, but it's definitely worth it.
Oh, it was definitely worth it. You know, and I live in the Lakes region in New Hampshire, so I'm pretty much in the woods, and you could hear my voice when we on the chicken category at second place. Come join us on stage, chicken fried barbecue. Our good friend Bill Purvis with a second place chicken. In the invitational.
Last week's guest, yep.
And
that was last week, right? Bill was last week?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then
you know, we've had when you guys talk about Northeast, Bill Gillespie.
Yes.
From
Smoking Hogs.
That's our dude.
Yeah.
That's our dude. Yep.
Yeah, he's a very good friend of ours.
He's been a guest on our show twice, or was that
two times? Yeah.
He's been a 2-time guest, and he was actually stationed 2 down and across from me at the KCBS that we did.
Nice.
So we get to hang out with Bill and have some beers together the night before. And,
out of Abington, Massachusetts.
Good dude.
Well,
yep.
yes.
He's selling his rig right now, by the way.
Yeah.
I think he sold it. That his trailer that was unbelievable. The prep trailer he had, and he was just selling that thing. He's leveling up apparently.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Level up. Bill.
Which, speaking of Bill, comes to a great segue into Sunday.
Yes.
But like you had said, there was a very distinct difference between Saturday's awards and Sunday's awards. Saturdays, you were saying, because it was later on in the evening, the sun was setting, it was getting dark. It was nice. On Sunday, it was earlier. And one of the announcements was, on your way up, if you need water, we got plenty, because it was in the blaze of the day. Oh. It was hot, because you're in the middle of a NASCAR track. You're surrounded by nothing but stands and concrete.
So it's no trees, no shade. It's just pure
The only shade is your shadow.
Yep.
You know?
Or Kent, if you're standing over you.
Or Kent, if you're standing in front of Kent. Then you can find some shade.
What's up, Dutchie?
I think we would love to move that award ceremony back, but everyone's tired on Sunday and they want to hit the road.
Right.
And so it's a quick turn and burn by the time you get all those judges and get it all keyed in and get the results. We don't have much time to spare before we get up there on stage. And so it's not the same feel as Saturday is, but I think also everybody's been living there for 4 days and everybody's a little tired and they're hot and they're going to pack up their trailers. And, you know, it's still a great celebration. And we were so honored to have Last Call Heroes up there as grand champion for the Open. First time we had an Open champion from South Dakota. So it was great to get him up there and then get everybody on the road. Yeah,
because a couple of the guys were from Barton's Barbecue had an eighth place rib call in the Open.
Yep.
When I was talking to him after, he's like, man, we got out quick. He goes, they have this down to a science. We felt like we're going to get into trucks, get everything in line.
Stay in line for hours.
He goes, you didn't hit the brakes once.
Wow.
They have it to such an oiled machine just to be able to move everybody in the rigs around right out of in and out. Some heavy
equipment rolling around.
Made it so simple.
Yep.
But yeah, everybody we had talked to absolutely had the time of their lives, the experience of their lives. A bunch of guys talking about next year.
Always.
But watching the lives and everything, there was more to it than just the invitational and then the Open. And I can't remember what day it was. I almost want to say maybe Thursday or Friday. You had the best party of the year competition. And
Yes.
that goes to Bullhorn Barbecue on their, not one, not two, but 3 year in a row winning this competition.
What is exactly this competition?
Great question, Greg. That's called a segue
That's
into
why.
business.
That's why I'm here. You know?
How did that become a thing? What are the parameters and what is expected to win Best Party of the Year?
Yeah. So it's a great question and a great time. We actually started this, 10 years ago or so. And it was just for some of our VIP guests, American Royal VIP guests. And then we opened it up to the general public to participate. And when barbecue teams come down, they can participate in Party of the Year on Friday night. There's 2 different categories. One is if your company has sponsored you, and so you're going to have some more discretionary income if you're backed by, a big corporation. And then another is if you're just the small guy with, 10 of your buddies having a party. That's a different category, but we send judges around so they can actually rate the kind of party that you have. And I will tell you that they don't always come back sober, but those party judges
Seems like
get
a
to
really
go
good
to
job.
5 or 6 parties. They stay for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and they experience the party. And, some of our parties out here are, 500 square feet. Some of them get up to 20,000 square feet. So you're talking about some huge spaces.
Wow.
We usually have, pigs on spits. This year we had a pig on a zip line.
That's what I was going to
Pig on
say.
a
I
zip
saw a highlight of a guy just letting it go, and here comes this whole hog already cooked, ready to go, with all the trimmings around, all the greens and fruits and everything.
Stop it.
Weirdest thing, just zip lined right into the table.
That's awesome.
No. Oh my.
So it's
Lord.
always that week before the barbecue, we start getting some really weird calls. Like, can we bring out fire dancers? Can we have a pig on a zip line? Can we, what can we do? And so we always just kind of wait on those calls. So this year it was the pig on the zip line. 2019, it was the fire dancers, or they actually breathed fire. And it was, can we do that? And I kind of said, well, should you do that? I mean, can you and should you are 2 different things. But
Well, the should you is why is why they're calling you.
Just because you can doesn't exactly mean you should.
Yep.
You're the if we should answer. That's yes, they want to, and we can. Question is, should we?
And so on Saturday, we award the Party of the Year, and that's the 2 parties that came back where our judges said these had the most, bang up parties. This is where it all is. And so some people take that competition as seriously as the barbecue, and we applaud that, because that night in Kansas City is Kansas City's biggest party, where 40,000 people come out to celebrate barbecue, and we're happy to have them all.
Yeah, that's awesome, because I know Kent.
Yep.
James, Ryan, everybody, they were helping Bullhorn. They were out there cutting brisket and everything. Because they feed the masses at these parties, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Do. It's not required, but they do. And I'm just going to say it right now. I've never been invited, ever, Bullhorn. I've never once been invited to your party.
Wow. Call them out live.
Well,
I am.
It's never going away. It'll be here forever in the archives. They're calling you out, Bullhorn.
Well, that's fine, because I'm going to work on getting you the invite to the party, because my dear friend
We know
is
people.
good friends with the Bullhorn crew.
We know people that know people.
So let me just tell you what hurts and cuts the deepest then is I am actually the MC for the award ceremony, and I have to call the name and act like I'm excited for the people who didn't even give me an invitation.
Wow. Shots fired.
You're
You heard
good.
it here first, folks.
Wow.
I'm making my high fives. I'm just like, way to go, guys. And inside, I'm like, they're the mean girls.
Oh, boy.
Here for 8 years and
Wow.
never once scored an invite.
So you have to have invites to these parties. Like, this is like legit. Like, you got to be on the guest list and everything.
Yep.
Get the robe.
Yep.
The dude checking lists.
Kim, I promise you right now, I am on it starting this evening.
And we need to take Emily since she just had a baby.
Oh,
so
yeah.
get us 2 seats, because that girl's going to need to
She's gonna need
have
a
little
vacay.
fun next year.
She's going to need a vacay.
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, Kent, like I said, Kent and James were helping them cut those briskets and everything. They were hanging out with Danielle BBQ.
Yeah, oh, nice.
They're shooting the bull with her, having a
Yep.
great old time. But yeah, 3 years in a row, Bullhorn Party of the Year. So,
Mags, Ken has a question. And Kyle says, how do you
thank you,
become a
Ken.
judge who wants to sign up? Mr. Kyle.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, how do you become a judge?
Oh, okay. So to judge the invitational, you have to be a KCBS certified judge. So if you're interested in that, take the class.
Step one.
And then watch our website.
Okay.
We do give judges from the previous year right of first refusal to reserve their seat. And then we open it up after that. To judge the open, about 75% of our judges are KCBS certified, but it's not a requirement, but it is a recommendation. So again, about the same time that our applications for teams go on our website, that's when our judges' applications go up too. And so just check on that because we have opportunities to judge the open. We have open sides. We have kids queue, and those kids usually cook on Wagyu, so their stuff's pretty good too.
Wow.
So we have a lot of different opportunities. And so Kyle, look us up, man. You can judge.
You heard it, Kyle.
and, what's up, Chef? And Kent, thank you so much. I was just about to get there. We're going to jump back to Saturday night in the kids' queue.
Yeah.
That was absolutely tremendous. Now, I'm one of these, call me the get off my lawn guy when it comes to everyone gets a trophy. But what you guys did with the kids
I agree.
Yep.
was absolutely tremendous. All the kids who cooked got invited on stage. So they got to walk the royal stage
Awesome.
that night, and everyone was recognized
Yep.
to everybody there.
That's cool.
So they get that spark, they get that notoriety of what they're doing, with their cooking and coming up through the ranks, learning from the first hot dog you ever cooked to, like you said, they're cooking Wagyu briskets, and it's crazy.
Wow.
But then when you had it in its two divisions, am I right? 6 to 11, then 11 to 15?
Yeah, it's 6 to 10, and they do burgers, and you can do anything. So rumor has it the kid who won did meatballs, and then the older kids, 11 through 16, usually have a cut of a steak. And I've got a funny story for you. So
All right,
we
let's
bring
go.
This is
kids
what
up.
I wanted.
Yeah.
All right, so it's our favorite part of the entire weekend because they've got mini capes and they've got crowns and there's confetti and it is all of the goodness in the world, right? So we bring them all up and then we call top three. And we call the champion of the 6 to 10 division, and his name is Reed Breeden.
Reed Breeden, yeah.
And I want to say he's from Texas. And he's a little one, right? So I'm going to say he's 7 at most, maybe 8, but he's up on stage already. We call his name. And as soon as we call his name, he does like a flex, right? So he does like see my muscles as soon as we see his name. And then his dad comes up on stage and we're all just losing our minds. And this 7-year-old points at his dad and says, "Dad, I did it for you."
Yeah.
Oh.
Now his father,
on.
his father, Philip Breeden of LC Barbecue, Lucky Charm Seasons.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But yeah, it was
That's cool.
with
That's cool.
the crown and everything. It looked like it was going to be one of those. It just falls right over, and he winds up wearing it like a necklace,
Yeah.
And he's just draped out in the cape and
Yep.
just loving life.
Wow.
But yeah, how you guys approach the kids on that is absolutely tremendous, and should really be commended for that, because each one of them kids, whether they got the call or not, they all had a smile a mile long.
Yeah.
Because they're on the main stage at the World Series of Barbecue.
Yeah.
They're
Amazing, isn't it?
recognized for what they did, whether they got the call or not.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely tremendous.
That's
That
awesome.
was-
Thank you.
That's really
Thank
cool.
you for that. No, it touches our heart because our mission is supporting kids. And most of the time it's livestock kids and kids, raising the animals on the other side, but it's always so great for us to be able to, reach out to those kids that are in barbecue. And also it's good for our industry.
Yeah.
We need pit masters of all ages to continue this sport, to continue this industry. And so if we can start fostering that at the age of 6, then that's going to keep us smoking for years to come.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Especially like with us and everybody in the chat and, everywhere. Our sons, our daughters are always, trying to help us and, okay, let's go.
Yep.
We were talking about an event we had last week. Our friend C-Mac has this annual party, Riverfest, and he set up a kids' queue. Six teams, brothers and sisters, siblings,
Ribeye
singles,
cooks, right?
And just regular New York strip steaks. But the kids were just absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
And they set up the coals for them, and the kids are seasoning them themselves and flipping and probing the temps. They were just had a ball. And
it's a special time for sure.
Yeah, and it just sparks that next step into it. Oh, I want to do it again. I want to try it again. I want to try it. And it was awesome. But like you said, when I was watching it on Saturday night there, everybody is to be commended on that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool.
So do we have any other funny behind-the-scenes stories?
Well, there's a lot of things that happen that we can't talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
We actually call it getting cued. Like if you see somebody stumbling out like at 3:00 in the morning, you're like, they got cued. Things happened.
Yep.
So the racetrack you were talking, because we're in the middle of Kansas Speedway Friday night, those judges that judge Party of the Year, there's a pretty steep incline of that racetrack. And so we actually have video of people like stumbling back down because they can't get up the edge, and they're just kind of rolling.
They got cued.
And so that's always kind of really fun to see. Kind of a fun fact that people might not know is from all of those parties and from all of the cooking, we have the health department down. So the food that isn't consumed can be donated to local food pantries.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah, it is usually it's the largest protein donation that the Kansas City homeless community gets all year. Wow. And so this year we beat a record all together and donated. Do you guys want to guess how many pounds?
I do actually.
There were guides too, but pounds of food that was donated from the barbecue.
How many teams are we donating, would you say?
We had 472
right?
cook and assume that maybe half of them might donate.
I'm going to go with probably got to be somewhere in the vicinity of like 5,000 to 10,000 pounds of meat or something.
It's going to be something crazy because we don't just cook for, a limit.
We're thinking 5 to 10. We're thinking 5 to 10,000. It's probably more like 25,000, 30,000.
No. You guys are pretty darn close. So we broke a record this year, and it was 14,284 pounds.
Wow.
And so it's just a testament to what the barbecue community is. It's a big family. They take care of one another. They cheer for one another. Even when you beat somebody, they are just so happy for that guy next to them.
Mm-hmm. It's such a great industry.
They just open their hearts. And it is just truly... we had the Costa Rica team. They came up this year.
Yes.
So our international count was way down because of borders being closed. We usually have about 12 countries and about 20 international teams. This year we only had 2. But the team from Costa Rica, we let them say a few words, and they almost brought us to tears.
Yeah.
They're like the American barbecue community. They let us use their smokers, and they let us use their knives, and they want us here. And we watch you guys on YouTube, and we watch you on television, and you teach us what we're doing. And we're just so incredibly honored to be here with you. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
let's
awesome.
keep doing more of that.
Yeah, that was a great moment. It was the Costa Rica team, and I believe a team from Canada.
Yeah.
Was the other, yeah. And they were, because they can't get anything over the border.
Yeah. Yeah.
or in, period.
Knives over
You
the
know,
border.
because like we said, when we had Emily on, you know, a couple weeks before the Royal, she had said she had signed for crates
Yeah.
from a bunch of people, and they had crated up their smokers and their rigs. So those got in before everything. But
Yep.
yeah, these guys they couldn't get any equipment, and the barbecue community stepped up. Hey, I got them. I got another,
Yep,
250 gallon. You want everybody whatever
Amazing.
they needed for equipment.
Yep.
They came through just so that, hey, you wanted to do this? Let's do it. You're a brother, you're a sister. Well,
Yep.
we're going to do whatever we can to
to help you get your turn
help
in.
you get your turn-in
Yeah.
done.
That's it. At the end of the day, you know, you
It's
came here and
the
for a reason.
friendliest competition I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And just people supporting people. I will tell you, Texas decided at the award ceremony, and I don't know if you saw this, but they decided to all sit together and it'd be really fun to cheer really loud for all the Texas.
So here's a
that-
question from Dutch. Dutch wants to know who was louder cheering, Texas or all the other states combined?
Texas.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Texas.
Yeah.
That I loved the energy that they brought.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think when you combined everybody else, they were a little slow on the get up. They didn't know that we were playing a game.
Yeah.
Texas came like locked and loaded like
Yeah.
Texas does, ready to go.
Yeah.
But it was fun to see out there.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, Texas was definitely
Pulled
making
together.
their presence
Known.
known both nights,
Yep.
which was
Do you guys
great.
know Fong from down in Texas?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was the one that I think, rumor has it, Fong was kind of the one that put the congregation together and kind of said, we're going to do this together. And that man throws a good party. I've been to his party in Houston. He knows how to do it.
And I also heard that they kind of took over at one point the front of the stage to get a big Texas
They did.
picture.
Yep.
You
I
know,
saw
all the
that.
teams from Texas right out in front of the stage, which was great.
That's
it was
awesome.
just from
Yeah.
all the stories
family.
and what I saw, everything was it was perfect, and it was the experience of a lifetime, is what everybody was telling us. You know,
Yeah.
the ones who got to call, and like we said, Billy Gillespie, he wound up with a 16th overall on
Amazing.
Sunday. You know, he got 4 calls, a call in each category, then
Yep.
a 16th overall. You know, but it was just fantastic. But the big question, do we have the dates
Nope.
set for 2022?
Well, we are working on those right
Okay.
now. And I don't think it's going to take us too long to get those put together. We're already shooting some emails back and forth. The Kansas Speedway are great partners with us. Their race did get moved up a little bit. And so we're just looking at alternative dates for us. But we know that this is kind of really important for the entire community to put on their calendars. And we want to be super respectful of that. So hopefully soon.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Kim, thank you so much for taking time out. This was awesome. You know, like I said, we've been on a couple weeks of a couple of the guys we know cooked and on into prep before, and we're gonna follow up with the after. And so, you know, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It was an honor to have you. You're awesome,
Yeah.
and I will work on that invitation.
You and me and Emily next year, not her baby, but we are going.
Okay.
I believe they said it was going to be in the archives. So I'm holding you to it.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
She
this-
actually, when she did what was on, she did promise a barbecue crawl.
Okay.
She would,
Oh,
she would
yeah.
not, she would not divulge her favorite spots, but
Never.
she goes, I'll take you
Never.
a couple spots. We're like, all
The
right,
inside
all right.
tip.
But
I
Kim,
like it.
thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you guys
it.
so much.
Awesome.
It was a pleasure
Awesome.
talking to you. Call us anytime.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Bye, Kim.
Thanks. Bye, Kim.
Bye-bye.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Awesome. Great people.
To get a little,
Great people.
We always see the in front of the scenes action. It's great to get behind the scenes and talk to someone like on the back end.
Oh, absolutely.
The back end of the house. You know what I mean?
to see
was
all
cool.
that, what you don't see.
Yep.
Because that's where the good stuff happens.
It really is. is.
Oh yeah, that story
Good to
with
know.
the
Yeah, you see
with the
it,
embankment of the track. Yeah, you don't realize how steep those are.
Right. That's like where they drive around, right?
Yeah,
On the sides?
they're coming around the corners. And
See how cagey she got. You're like, any story? She's like, I feel like she was about to say, like, what happens at the Royal?
Royal
Stays
stays
at the Royal.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Oh, good stuff,
All
man.
right, fellas.
So what do you got going
Awesome.
on next week? Oh, I won't be here, will I?
No, we
Where
have.
you going?
I have a lot of parties next week. I have one Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So I'm like, cook Monday, serve Tuesday, cook Wednesday, serve Thursday, and cook Friday, serve Saturday.
I mean,
So
good
we
to know
are
you're committed to us here.
busy.
We have Stephen Rossler from Blue Cord Barbecue. We had rescheduled, and I'm looking at the calendar, and we might have a slight problem with that one.
Okay.
Day after the holiday.
Oh, boy.
Shit. So we're going to have a quick conversation
Okay,
after the
let's
show.
do that.
Get a couple plan Bs.
Hey guys, it's fine. I'll be here next week regardless. So it'll just be an empty stage, and Chrissy just talks.
Chrissy will talk till I can get my fat ass up here.
There you go. We'll do
But-
that.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, that didn't hurt.
Good stuff, man.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for this week,
That's
folks.
all we got.
We'd like to thank you all for joining us. Catch the audio wherever podcasts are found. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. On
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. You have all our episodes right there at your fingertips. On social media, you find us at all the links down below. Is this the universal sign for
Down
all the
below.
links down below?
I thought you were playing piano.
Pit Life BBQ, the BBQ
I've been known
Broker,
to
Johnny Mags,
tickle the ivies on a
ivories.
drunken evening.
New England Pit Masters, all that fun stuff
All
down
good
below.
stuff.
Oh,
Questions
yeah.
and comments, please send them to Pit Life BBQ Podcast at gmail.com. Like always, subscribe, like, rate, and review. Hit that share button. And till next week,
Keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.